What is going on, everyone? My name is Benjamin Nowak, and this is the Smallmouth Experience video number 6 or 7 in the 14 Days of Quarantine video series. Now, this here is not a standard fishing video in the sense that there's no fishing tips, there's no fish catches. However, we are going to be talking about the COVID-19 coronavirus implications on Michigan fishing regulations. Okay, so this is very focused to the state of Michigan. So if you guys aren't from Michigan or have no plans to visit Michigan in the near future, I recommend you guys skip this video or go check out one of my other videos where I have some fish catches for you guys. So you guys can skip this and come back tomorrow if you guys have already seen on my other videos. But this is really going to be focused on the implications that COVID-19 is having on Michigan fishing regulations. Now, I am not the book, I am not the DNR or the government on what these regulations are, so I'm going to leave an article link down in the description below that talks about what some of the implications are, what some of the regulations are for the fishing regulations currently in the state of Michigan. But the first thing I want to touch on, and this is something that I know is going to get brought up, is Lake St. Clair. This is the time of year where everyone starts to make a pilgrimage to Lake St. Clair to go catch giant smallmouth. Whether you're from out of state, whether you're from 2 hours away in state, I'm recommending that you guys don't make that trip to Lake St. Clair this year. Not until all of this is over. One, it's not worth it, right? We're talking about smallmouth bass. We're talking about bass. It's not worth you going down there and getting sick or getting someone else sick or transmitting this coronavirus all over the state of Michigan just so you guys can go catch some bass. That area of the state, southeastern Michigan, is really the hub of our coronavirus COVID-19 cases. So by going down there, you're putting yourself at risk and a whole bunch of other people at risk just to go catch some bass. Like, if you look at Michigan, if you look at our cases, Detroit, Oakland County, Warren County, that whole section of the state, even over into Windsor now, is absolutely loaded with coronavirus cases. Now, it's all over the state, but really it's concentrated in that portion of the state for now. So please don't make that trip to Lake St. Clair. If you are going to Lake St. Clair, if you live close, my recommendation, and I don't know that there's a regulation on this yet. Some people have said that there is, some people have said there isn't. I don't know that there's a regulation on this, but don't fish any more than 2 people to a boat. One thing you're going to see in my future videos, especially for the next couple weeks, is me fishing by myself a lot. One, that's because I have a baby on the way, but 2, because it's just kind of smart. Like, it may be not smart to fish by yourself all the time, but don't fish any more than 2 people to a boat, right? You don't want to transmit this, and by fishing in close proximity to other people, I think you really are going to impact our ability to fish in the future. And this moves into my next point. Be very smart about what you're doing, because if you go to St. Clair and you have 4 people in your boat and everyone else has 4 people in their boat and the DNR starts to see this, what they're at risk of doing is closing down all the boat ramps in the state of Michigan. This is not a joke. My buddy Thad just posted another video where the cops actually showed up to Tippy Dam in Michigan and they closed it down. They said, guys, no more fishing. People are fishing too close to each other. They're not following regulations. People are traveling all over the state of Michigan to go to Tippy Dam. We're going to close it down. We're going to say you guys can't fish here anymore to prevent the risk of this thing spreading. So be really smart, because whatever you do has the risk of adjusting or having an effect on the Michigan fishing regulations. So be really smart about what you're doing. Don't travel if you don't have to. Stay close to home and fish. Pretty much all of the lower part of the state of Michigan has open water now. So stay close to home. Go fishing in your local body of water. And be really careful if you're going out there fishing, because currently the state of Michigan is encouraging you guys to enjoy the outdoors, but just be really smart about it. So go check out that link in the article. That article really lays out exactly what the regulations are. Basically, be cognizant of who you're fishing with. Don't travel if you don't have to. And don't fish more than 2 people to a boat in the state of Michigan. And that's really my recommendations for you guys. I'm not making that trip to St. Clair. I'm encouraging you guys not to make that trip to St. Clair. As good as it might be, it's just not a very smart decision. So I hope that this gives you guys some understanding of what's going on in the state of Michigan. You're still allowed to fish. You're still encouraged to fish. But just be really smart about what you're doing so it doesn't have any impact on our ability to go enjoy the outdoors any more than it already has. I hope you guys stay safe. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. I'll do as much research as I possibly can to get you guys the correct information, but just kind of read up on it, stay up to date, so that way you guys know what should be happening. And if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button down below. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. There's going to be some awesome fishing tips coming at you guys tomorrow. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care, Carolines. God bless. Pursue passion.